Hi students, good morning. Today I am going to discuss about symposium. It is also one of the method which is used in the teaching process. So symposium is a technique or it's a type of a discussion where two or more speakers will talk for 10 to 20 minutes. So this helps to develop a individual approaches or solutions to the present aspects of a policy, process or program. So this technique will be used in the higher level of learning. It is also an instructional technique that is used to achieve the higher cognitive and affective domains of objectives. The meaning has several meanings. Plato, he used this term symposium for good dialogue to present views towards God. According to him, the meaning for symposium is a good dialogue to present views towards God. The another meaning is intellectual recreation or enjoyment. So we move on to definition. The symposium is defined as a teaching technique that serves as an excellent method for informing the audience, crystallizing their opinion, and preparing them for arriving at decision regarding a particular issue or a topic. So it is one of the excellent teaching method which can be used for the higher level of learning. So they can take a particular topic or a particular issue, and based on that theme they will have a discussion, and from the discussion they will frame or find out the decision or conclusion. So that is called as symposium. The another form of definition is symposium consists of a set of program of prepared speeches followed by audience discussion. So 2 or 3 speakers will be given speech regarding the particular theme or topic. After each speaker, there will be a discussion sessions will be carried out. So symposium consists of a set of program of prepared speeches followed by the audience discussion. Purposes of symposium. It helps to identify and understand various aspects of theme and problems. The second purpose is to develop the ability to come to a decision and provide judgment regarding the problem. So example, we can take a technology. So new technology in nursing. So that we can take and we can have a symposium on that. So what are the benefits and what are the demerits of having a new technologies in the nursing care? So when you are taking that topic, so the speaker has to understand what are the various aspects has to be presented on the new technology in nursing. So they have to identify and understand various aspects of the theme and problems, and they have to take a decision or provide judgment regarding their problems when they are presenting. To develop values and feelings regarding our problems. So it enables the listener to form policies regarding a theme problem. So the listener can come to a conclusion after attending the symposium. So it enables the listeners form policies regarding a team problem to provide understanding to the students or listeners on a theme or problems to specifically develop certain values and feelings. Those who are the listeners are the students are a listener. They can understand completely about the concepts of the symposium theme and they can come to a conclusion. They can develop their conclusion to investigate a problem from several points of view. So the same topic, new technology in nursing care. So we can have a lot of subheadings under that. So what will be the benefit? How we have to train the nurses or the medical professionals to handle the new technology. What are the complications may arise? Like that every aspect can be viewed in that. Then to boost students' ability to speak in a group. So the student can be have a capacity of communication skills. Then to encourage a student to study independently. So if you provide a theme to the student regarding the uses, benefits and disadvantages or demerits of technologies in nursing care. So the students can search by themselves lot of journals, research articles. So they can search and they can prepare their own point of views according to the theme. Then next is characteristics of symposium. So it provides the speakers to understand the broad topic or a problem. So the listener have an opportunity to take decision about the problem. So after the speakers speak about the uses of new technology or the speaker speak about the complications or the demerits. So that those who are as a listener, they can take their own decision whether it is useful or demerits or complications. Like that, they can take an opportunity to take their own decisions when they attend the symposium. This mainly used in the higher level of learning practice. It develops feelings of cooperation and adjustment among all the people those who are involving in the symposium. So it provides different view on the topic of the symptoms. The next one is principles. What are the things has to be carried out? So those who are being a speaker, their speech may be persuasive, argumentative, and it should be informative. That is mean by they have to speak towards the theme. So the group can be have arguments towards merits and demerits, and whatever the information is given, it should be appropriate. That is mean by informative. So the presentation should be focused on the objective and it should be accurate according to the theme. So always while presenting, it should include a summary of the particular theme at the end of the session. So each speaker has to provide a speech without any interruptions. So here the one person will be appointed as the chairperson. So the chairman of the symposium has to introduce the topic and the chairman has to say what is the importance of the topic for that symposium, and sometimes indicate the general approaches also. And guidelines. So all the members of the performing group, either they have to sit in a straight line or adjacent chairs. The chairman should be in the middle or to one side of the speaker. So after seating arrangements, the chairman has to be introduce the topic of the symposium and the importance of the particular topic. So 2 or more speakers can be speak about the themes. So each speaker has to provide it for 10 to 20 minutes. So the speech of the speaker may be persuasive, argumentative, informative. And each speaker's speech has to be proceed without any interruptions. So after the speaker finished their session, it has to be followed by questions or comments from the audience in the panel form. These are the guidelines has to be followed when you are conducting a symposium. So what are the advantages? So we can use for a large group or as a classroom teaching. This method is used to present broad topics for discussion, and the thing has to be organized in a sequential way. The organization is good as the speaker prepare beforehand, so it gives a deeper understanding, deeper insight into the topic. It directs some students to continuous independent study. This method can be used in the political meetings also. The disadvantages of symposium are it will not provide adequate opportunity for all the members to participate actively. So the speech will be limited for 10 to 20 minutes. That is also one of the disadvantages. And it has the limited number of participation. After the speaker speaks, this will be open for the discussion section, that is question and answer has to be limited for only 3 to 4 minutes. And the chairman doesn't have any control over the speakers. The speakers have their full freedom to prepare their theme for discussion, and they can present any aspect of the theme. So this will cause overlapping of the subject materials. The limitations of symposium are there is a probability of repetition of content. The different aspects of the theme are not prepared separately and presented simultaneously. So it creates difficulty in understanding for the listeners. Here the listeners remain in a passive form because there is no role for the listeners to seek any clarifications or to ask any questions during the symposium. The discussion and presentation of the theme is not summarized at the end of the session. This technique is more utilized in the higher level of learning to achieve the higher level of objectives of cognitive domain. The affective domain is not emphasized properly in the symposium. So example, now you all know that INC has given an instruction that semester system for the forthcoming batches. So if you take the topic as a method of teaching and a symposium, so here everybody will speak about the more benefits, or everybody will be speak about the more disadvantages. So the content of that particular theme will be repeatedly explained by all the speakers. So that is called as repetition of the content. So they all will be focused on only one thing, whether it is benefited or whether it is not benefited. Advantages is more or disadvantages is more. That only their focusing will be much. So the learner who is sitting and listening, they will be have a difficulty in understanding what the speaker is saying, whether it is good or bad. So during the presentation, no one will be allowed, because we have seen the one of the guidelines, each speech has to be proceed without any interruption. So if any doubt or anything, at the end of the session they will give only for 3 to 4 minutes to have a discussion. So that time only we have to clarify the doubts. So these are some of the limitations of the symposium. And what is the role of symposium in nursing education? This will provide a valuable opportunity for nurses from different cultural backgrounds and diverse fields to exchange their roles in the community as well as in the home care from international perspective. So home nursing we can take, and we can have a discussion how the home nursing is practiced in India as well as in the foreign countries. So the exchange of idea can be done by having a symposium, and to promote the generation and implementation of evidence-based practice in the community and home nursing through sharing and exchange of information on the latest development in the discipline among experts from across the globe. So this helps to utilize the evidence-based practice approach. So whatever the new findings from the research can be identified, and this can be practiced in the global level. So the experts in that particular field can provide information or sharing their thoughts and ideas on the latest development. So based on that, the practice can be done throughout the world. The symposium will contribute formulating global and regional strategies in advancing nurses' role as well as developing policy initiate in as it relates to nursing practice, nursing education, nursing management, even in the disaster management also. So this helps us to make a or to formulate a policy based on the global and regional strategies. Not only in the nursing practice, even we can use in the nursing education as well as in the nursing management also. So some of the topics we can choose to have a symposium, that is use of television for as an educational method. Then what is the scope of distance education, especially in our field? Then usage of essay type questions and objective type of questions, which is more helpful for the students in the test. Then semester system in the nursing education. Why the students are uninterested nowadays? So what is the cause behind that? Can be taken as a topic, and we can go for a symposium. And quality control of nursing research also we can take. The use of micro teaching in the education as well as team teaching in the school. Use of action research in the classroom teaching. Then scope of education technology in our nursing education. So these are some of the topics we can take and we can conduct a symposium. Thank you.